Okay, perfect.
I'm going to go ahead and share my screen in a second, but Rebecca, great job. I love the explanation of Cancun, and you know, the one thing I could say for the audience that in regards to what you just said about Long Beach and Cancun, is you got to imagine, if you're looking back at me, you'll see a fish tank. That it's not a fish tank; it's a turtle tank. And that turtle is 19 years old. He was my son's birthday present when he turned 5. And that was 19 years ago. He's 24 now. And the reason I bring that up is when we got him, he was in a little bowl. And every time we put him in a bigger tank, he got bigger. And he's now in a 100-gallon tank. Okay. And that's the value of what you were just talking about in Cancun and Long Beach. Every time we put ourselves in a bigger bowl, we get bigger. Our teams get bigger. We grow. And the beauty of it is there's no shrinking back to what you were before. Once you've seen it, you've seen it. And great job explaining it. It was awesome. But I'm going to go ahead with my part. And I get to have a little fun with you today. I'm going to share my screen. I get to talk to you about our compensation plan, or what I like to refer to as how we earn money in the business. And the way I'm going to do it today and explain it to you, really, I had no idea what everybody else was doing and what they were going to talk about. I mean, I saw the titles next to each speaker's name, but there's so many different ways to explain and try and get people to understand how we earn money in the business. And, we got to be careful with this, okay? See, earning money in the business, understanding where you earn it, and understanding how to get other people to understand where they're going to earn it, okay, is what it's all about. And, the company has given us some great tools in order to show people. But you have to keep in mind, okay, that we are, and Rebecca said this, and, Laura did a great job, Tan and Shalky did a great job, Rebecca did a great job, and the company is amazing, and they give us great tools in order to explain and show people the compensation plan. But remember this, we're publicly traded, and they're showing it and explaining it the way an accountant or a lawyer would do it. Okay, that's not the way a distributor should do it. Okay, that's not how a distributor does things in this business. And I'm going to start with this. When it comes to earning money, okay, never, and I mean never ever, use our industry, the network marketing industry. Never use our trade language with new people. Okay, just don't do it. Okay, and here's what I mean by trade language. If you're around a bunch of accountants, they have a certain language that goes with their profession. If you're around lawyers, they have a certain language that goes with their profession. If you're around doctors and medical professionals, there's a language that goes with their profession. Okay, we can go on and on. If you're around IT people, software, computer, there's a language that goes with their profession. Okay, well, there is a language that goes with the network marketing profession too, but keep in mind, the new person doesn't know the language. Okay, so here's what it boils down to. It's all about how much do we earn when we personally do business, and how much do we earn when someone on our team, or we help someone on our team do business. Okay, that's what it's about. And I'm going to explain it to you maybe a little differently than you've ever heard it before, because I want you to get in a mental state of mind that is different than using a PDF file or using the tools that are printed, because I want you to understand it. I want you to be able to tell someone when they say, man, I'd love to be able to cover my car payment. And you say, what's the payment? Well, it's $450. Well, that's easy. We just need to show you how to enroll 7 vitality stacks or 8 vitality stacks, and you can cover that, okay? But you got to know what you get when you do enroll a vitality stack or a hair care system or a skin care system or a bottle of Protandim or whatever it might be, okay? The other thing with your mindset is this is really important, okay? Are you on a winning streak or a losing streak when it comes to weekly paychecks? I mean, think about that, okay? What is it? Okay, is it a winning streak or is it a losing streak? And I'm going to explain exactly what I mean by that. But, I'm excited to say that, April and I, okay, we're on, as of the new year, we're on a 30-week winning streak, okay? What does that mean? That means we've gotten a weekly check every week. We're on a 30-week winning streak, okay? So are you on a winning streak or a losing streak? See, I think in sports, we come from a sports family, sports background, love sports, okay? And sports are all about winning streaks and losing streaks. So as I go through this with you, okay, I'm going to be trying to get you to think about it a little bit differently, all right? Maybe not be so analytical. See, the one thing about network marketing, we never ever deal in absolutes. See, if you're being analytical, you're trying to deal in absolutes. We don't do that, okay? We never deal in absolutes when it comes to network marketing, okay? We have to speak in general, okay? It's not absolute. So, I'm showing you the PDF. Hey, this is available to all of us. It's on the website. It's on your website. If you go to the homepage of your referral site and scroll all the way down, you can print this out. This is the short form of the compensation plan. And there's even a long form, okay? That's either 6 or 8 pages long, and it's right there. But you know what? A new person is overwhelmed when they look at that. Why do you think it is? Well, there's a million little boxes and a million little numbers there. That's part of it, okay? But it's also in our trade language, okay? Network marketing trade language, okay? It's not in the language that the average person speaks. So it's a good tool. It's right. It's finely tuned. It's right to the penny. All of that, it's perfect because lawyers and accountants wrote it. But, this is one of the slides that we use in the presentation. And it shows you, there's 8 different ways that we earn money, in the business, okay? Well, that's true. There's 8 different ways we get paid. But do you really think that is important? Okay, honestly, do you really think that is important when a new person is getting started? See, it's not, okay? A new person needs to understand, okay, I'm going to be building a group of customers, and I'm going to be trying to build a network of distributors, okay? So as I do that, what do I get? Okay, like, let's be honest, what's in it for me? Like, how do I earn money doing this? So the company's given us great tools, okay? They provided us, like I said, with this PDF. They have great slides available. There's an amazing video, okay, that you can go to YouTube. It's under LifeVantage compensation plan, and Dave Fleming, it's 15, 18 minutes long. We'll explain it. And he does an amazing job, one of the best jobs I've ever seen, but it's in our trade language, okay? So what I'm going to do today, for the time I have, I'm going to try and get you to understand how we earn money. The same way if you got a job and they gave you a salary, you know what you get every week. The same way if you go in to buy something, you know what it costs to buy it. The same way, if you sell something, you know what your share is when you sell it, okay? I'm going to talk to you that way about compensation, but I want to reassure you, okay, that the company, they don't make mistakes on our pay, okay? The compensation plan that was put together by the company is brilliant. I'm familiar with it. I know Tan and Shauki are familiar with it, with putting together compensation plans. Okay, we've been involved in giving opinions and writing and sharing. We have 27 years experience, so we've done some of this stuff. And this plan, okay, that LifeVantage has is as fair and balanced. I know it sounds like a news show, right? Fair and balanced, but it's as fair and as balanced as there is for a pay plan. And what I mean by that is there's money in it right from day one. A brand new person can start earning their very first day. And I mean earning 40%. And I'll get to that in a second, okay? Excuse me. There's plenty of room for money in the middle range ranks. You know, that's kind of where you've started part-time, but you've matched your income, you know, that you were earning, say, at your job, and now you're making it, you know, you're considering maybe doing this full-time the way I do, the way Tom and Shalky do, the way Gabe and Jill do, okay? You may be considering that. But there's also incentive at the top end, okay, of the program. So, you know, the distributors that are your pro 8s, 9s, and 10s, they're still incentivized to keep going instead of retiring and just enjoying the fruits of their labor over the last 10 years. Okay, so all of it is printed right here. This is, you know, Yahoo Finance. It's what we report, or what's, you know, publicly traded company has to report quarterly. Okay, if you look, here's the average, you know, monthly earnings right here where my mouse is that goes with each of these ranks. Okay, so you just look and say, okay, well, an extra $1,200 would help cover my rent. Well, then you need to become a Pro 4. You know, an extra $2,500 will cover my mortgage. Okay, you need to be a Pro 5. You know, an extra $6,000, okay, get me out of my job. Okay, you need to be a Pro 6. Okay, so all of that is there, and this is all company provided material. But what I want to talk to you about, okay, with the time that I have allotted today, is keeping it simple, okay? And when I mean keep it simple, you have to, over your early days in the business, okay, it's really important that you see how money is earned, because when you see it, you can begin to believe it. When you begin to believe it, it'll happen. Okay, but you got to be able to see it first, and a PDF or a slide is not seeing it. Okay, so here's what it comes down to, okay? Always keep it simple, okay? You need to use a common sense, a street smart, a non-analytical approach to showing people where the money comes from in this business, okay? So here's where it starts. Tell me what I get when I do something. Okay, when I personally do something, show me. Show me. Let me see what I get when I do something. Well, that means in dollars or euros. That doesn't mean percentages. Okay, that doesn't mean rank. That means if I sell a Vitality stack and my friend enrolls on a subscription, what do I get? You get $50. You get 40% of the 125 points. That's $50. Okay, that's the way I'm going to talk to you about our pay plan for the next few minutes, okay? Now, tell me what I get when I help someone on my team do it or do something, okay? It's important, okay? It's important that you understand what you get when you personally do something, but it's even more important that you understand what's going on when you're helping your team. Look at the team effort that's going on today. You know, Jill and Gabe, you know, they're Pro 10s, have been in the business 10 years. They started this whole virtual Saturday thing a year and a half, almost 2 years ago. Okay, they started it all. And they've been in Nicaragua surfing, hanging out at an exclusive resort, and their team is doing it. Okay, and I'll tell you something about the team that is doing this today. We're not connected to each other. Okay, Ton and Shalky and I are connected, okay? But Laura's one team, Ton and Shalky's another team, Rebecca's another team. Isn't it cool that not only do you have your team, but you got everybody's team on your team? Okay, see, we didn't come from a background like that in our other company. It didn't work that way. And that's the culture that LifeVantage has. So it is very important that you understand what you get, okay, when you do something, but it's more important that you understand what's in it for you when you're helping someone else get the same thing. You with me? Okay, that's really important, because those first two things we just talked about, what you get when you do something and what you get helping someone else do it, okay, that's how you set goals, and that's how you put a business plan together. Okay, if I'm going to set goals, it's got to be two things. Okay, goals, let's face it, you can set goals for ranks, for material things, for volume, but you know what it all boils down to? You're setting goals for income, because without the income, nothing happens. Okay, and this business ain't all about money. Okay, but money's the measuring stick that we use around the world to determine if what you're doing is working or not. Okay, so we're going to use euros, we're going to use dollars as the measuring stick. Okay, dollars and euros will help you spend more time with your family. It'll help you do mission work. It'll help you get out of your job. It'll help you give more to your church. It'll help you do everything. So money's not everything, but money's the measuring stick that we use in order to do the things that we want to do and live the life that we want to live. And that's the most important thing. Okay, so let me get into explaining what I'm talking about. These things need to become second nature. Okay, now tell me this isn't cool. Okay, think about this. Over here, under A, it says your rank, and then it says all ranks are the same. Whether you're a Pro 1 or a Pro 10, think about this. We all earn the same immediate weekly income. Can you imagine? That person that signs up today because of this virtual Saturday training and they want to be a part of it, they're going to earn the same thing when they sell a Vitality Stack as Gabe and Jill do, who have been in for 10 years. See, I love that. Okay, I love that it works that way. So I picked some samples of some popular products or stacks. Okay, so here goes. A Vitality Stack is $151. Okay, the volume points is 125 points. Now I don't like this column, but I felt like I had to put it in there. Look, everybody needs to be responsible for 200 points a month personally. And, you know, only 40 of that needs to be personal. The rest can be customers. And I'm not going to talk about that today, okay? That you can talk to your sponsor about that. But, you know, if you're getting 30%, which you shouldn't be, you should always get 40, okay? But if you're getting 30%, you're making $37 on the Vitality Stack, but you should be making 50, okay? You should be earning, and from this point on, I'm just talking 40%. Okay, so let's take the Vitality Stack and $50 every time you enroll someone that first time they order it. Okay, isn't $50 an easy multiplier to figure out what it would take to, I don't know, put school clothes on the kids, help offset the car payment or car insurance, pay the rent, help with the mortgage? Isn't that a good multiplier? See, you just divide 50 into the number and you know how many Vitality Stacks it would take for you to do that, okay? You know, if it's a hair care system, okay, it's 90 points, okay? You make $36 when someone uses our amazing True Science hair care. You know, if it's a skincare system, you're making $52 whenever someone orders one of them, okay? The Physique package, okay, that's with the prebiotic, the shake, the fat burn. Okay, you make $40 on every one of those packages. You make $20 on every bag of Axio or brain food drink. You know, you make $32 on every duo pack. That's our two Protandems, Nerf 1 and Nerf 2. And you make $16, okay, on every bottle of Protandem. Okay, by the way, I'm not a fan of just selling a bottle of Protandem. That was cool 9 or 10 years ago. Now the minimum, in my opinion, is at least a duo pack, but really it's the Vitality Stack. We're a biohacking nutrigenomics company. That means we're a Vitality Stack company, okay? And look, if you're doing Vitality Stack instead of Protandem, you're getting 125 points instead of 40. You're making $50 instead of 16, right? Enough said, okay? And we all get the same pay. So learn what you get, these numbers, okay, when someone orders something, okay? Because when you're having a real live conversation with somebody, okay, and you're talking to them about how to solve an issue, okay, replacing a part-time income. School is coming again, okay? We're in Florida. School's probably just less than 2 weeks away, okay? When you start, you know, talking to someone about real issues and you can show them how easy you can just, if you just did this, you would earn this and you could take care of that. That's how you get people to understand the comp plan, okay? Now, the second part of that, okay, is what do I get when I enroll a distributor, okay? And I don't, you know, I want you to keep this in mind, okay? Pro 3 is the key, okay? You can take over the world in this business by becoming and duplicating and teaching Pro 3. And I'm so glad Ton mentioned that. That's a pace setter position, Pro 2 and then Pro 3. And I'll cover that in the next couple of slides, but I want you to keep that in mind. If you're going to do something, why not get the most you can get? Okay, and at Pro 3, 2 additional bonuses come into play that I have not mentioned yet, and I will in a second. So let's get down to this, okay? Again, when you're bringing in a distributor, okay, there's a 30 to 40% commission. I know over in Europe it's 30%, in the United States it's 40. There's a slight variation in the comp plan over there. But the bottom line is this. When you sponsor somebody that gets a silver package, you get between $75 and $100 or euros, okay? When you sponsor somebody that does a gold package, okay, you get between $150 and $200 or euros. And when you sponsor somebody that comes in as a platinum distributor, which, by the way, is the best place to start, by far the best value, by far the biggest discount, and you get a free ticket for Long Beach or Cancun or whatever, you know, the $99 fee, you get a free ticket to attend, okay? You get between $300 and $400, okay? So now, get this, that is paid weekly. The slide before that I was talking about, okay, these numbers here, they are paid weekly. You want to get really excited? Come next year, they're going to get paid daily. How cool is that? Can you imagine doing business today and getting paid tomorrow? You think the immediate income will excite people? You think you can solve problems quickly when you come across someone? You know why people, you know, there's so many jobs out there and so many skilled people that tend bar, that wait tables, that do certain kind of jobs that pay daily, okay? We are about, okay, next year we will become a pay daily company. How exciting is that? Okay, now let's get back to distributors. So you're gonna earn, if we summarize, anywhere from $75 to $400 when you sign up a distributor. We all get paid the same, no matter what rank, okay, until we hit Pro 3, then we get a raise, okay? But I'm saying that because I want you to understand that the higher somebody starts, the bigger your commission, and the faster they rank advance, okay? They go faster. See, I've just showed you, well, there's 3 choices when somebody starts. There's silver, there's gold, and there's platinum. You know what the first question is when somebody, you know, somebody starts or is considering starting? They're going to ask you what you did. Okay, so my friend Gabe likes to say, well, if you want to crawl, start at silver. If you want to walk, start at gold. If you want to run, start at platinum. Now, I didn't say that. Gabe says that, okay? But I kind of like to say this. Do what you can do financially, but understand the higher you start, the faster your journey is going to go because people are going to ask you what you did, and they tend to do what you did. Now, look at this. At Pro 3, the $100 becomes $112 on a silver pack. 200 becomes $225 on a gold. 400 becomes $450 on a platinum. Why is that? Well, as a Pro 3 in the business, you begin getting a launch bonus, and that is also paid weekly. You get an extra $12.50 on a silver pack, an extra $25 on a gold pack, an extra $50 on a platinum pack, and okay, it gets paid weekly. Now, remember I said you need to know what you get when you help someone else do it? So when you're helping someone else earn $100 or $200 or $400 or euros, you know, whatever it might be, and they're in your downline, they're on your team, they're part of your organization, from Pro 3, a qualified Pro 3 and above, you're going to get an extra $12.50 on every silver pack that your group does, $25 on every gold pack that your team does, and $50 on every platinum pack that your team does, and that's going to get paid weekly. Okay, so think about this. If we're going to talk about goal setting, you're always setting a goal on what you're going to do personally, but then you're setting a goal as a team. And Shauki was talking about this, and Tom was talking about this, okay? You talk personal, and then you talk team. Well, if your team, and I'm just going to use some round numbers, okay? If your team brings in 10 gold distributors, well, you made $250 extra. If your team brings in 10 platinum distributors, well, 10 times 50 is an extra 500. Okay? So the key to getting the most that you can get for yourself and for your team doing business is to be in the early stages of your business. You want to be a Pro 3, okay? Because that's where the launch bonus kicks in that we were just talking about. But guess what? That ain't the only bonus that kicks in. Our generational bonus, we call it our matching check bonus, also kicks in. You know what that means? You get a 10% bonus on every distributor's check that you personally sponsored. And you get a 5% matching check bonus on every other distributor they sponsored on 4 more levels. I'm not going to spend a lot of time with that today, okay? You spend an hour on each one of these bonuses. That's not the point of the training today. I want you to understand you're getting 40% on what you do, okay, when you're doing business personally. I want you to understand the value of becoming a Pro 3 in the business, okay, because you're picking up those launch bonuses and making an extra $12 to $50 on the business you're doing, and an extra $12, $25, or $50 on the business your team is doing. Then you're going to be throwing the matching check bonus in on top of that, okay? But from there, and I say at the top of the slide, it says odd number ranks are the key, okay? Because after Pro 3, there's Pro 4, but the next key rank is Pro 5. Why? Well, at Pro 5, you've proven that you have leadership skills. It's the first leadership rank. You've proven that you can duplicate Pro 3s. See, you know, you've proven it takes 4 Pro 3s, or 4 times 5,000 is 20,000. That's a Pro 5. Okay, it takes 4. So it's not just you doing it now. You've helped 3 others do it at least. Okay, and when that happens and you've stepped into that first leadership rank in the business, okay, you get to attend the Pro 5 Summit out in Utah at the company's expense. They fly you out, they put you up, it's a beautiful resort, and you spend 3 or 4 days with elite distributors and corporate staff for leadership training on how to become a Pro 6, Pro 7, and all the way up to the top, okay? And the company invests in you with their own money to do that, okay? Pro 6, I know that's not an odd number, but at Pro 6, you can begin counting volume that above Pro 6 towards qualifying for the Jeep. Okay, they call it My Life Venture, but we call it our corporate, the Jeep program, okay? You begin to start counting that volume, and at Pro 7, you begin to qualify for the elite bonus. That's the revenue sharing bonus. That's the reason everybody plays nice in the sandbox, okay? It's 1 to 4%, depending on whether you're a 7, 8, 9, or 10 in the business, okay, that you get in revenue sharing pool. Okay, so these are the things that, again, you don't necessarily need a chart or a PDF. You just got to understand the 40%. You got to understand that launch bonus. Those things need to fly off your tongue so that you can show someone how to get the thing that they desire or need when you're having a conversation with them at the school play or at the ball game or after church or whatever it is, that it just comes out naturally and you don't necessarily need to whip out a presentation, okay? Now, the residual income, I know people look at the chart and they go, it just changes, it's like it's 2% on the first level and then it's 5%, then it's 9, then it goes back to 5, what's going on? Hey, there's a reason it's like that. Okay, but you don't need to spend a lot of time in the beginning understanding it, but you will understand it and it'll make complete sense to you the way it is. But if you really want to just kind of get a grip on the residual, then look, it's paid monthly, not weekly, okay? Use 6 to 8% as an average if you're using it to estimate income, but you got to use that as an average for a Pro 5 and above. Okay, you got to have enough volume there for it to kind of average out. And then you're just going to add your weekly checks, okay, to your residual income and the matching check bonus to your residual, and you'll get the number that you're looking for, okay? But this is something you could discuss with your sponsor. This is something you could discuss with your upline. The residual income is a very, very key and most important component, but understanding 2, 5, and 9 in the very, very beginning, honestly, you don't need to. It will take care of itself as you evolve, as you begin to do business. It'll just take care of itself. So let's get down to the nitty-gritty, okay? I got a few minutes, and I apologize, but yes, this is handwritten. I'm not real good with PowerPoint, so sometimes I just need to draw it out, take a picture of it, and stick it on the slide. And here's what I want you to understand, okay? Pro 3 is the thing. So you got to be a Pro 3. If you're new, all you got to do is go out and sponsor 2 people as platinums, okay? Help them get a platinum, help them get a gold, and they've become a Pro 2. A Pro 2 has done 2,500 points. You get 2 of those and you're a Pro 3. But you know what? My favorite is this one. Okay, if you read our manual, if you read our proven system or our system to success, whatever you want to call it, it always says the very first thing we do is go get 10 new customers. And then we want 5 new distributors, 5 teammates in the business. So it's 10 customers, it's 5 distributors, and then you duplicate that process, okay? Well, think about this. Let's get back to the vitality stack. If you go out and you get 10 personal customers, okay, well, that's 1,250 points, okay, if they're ordering vitality stack. If you get 3 people to duplicate that, you're going to have 10, 10, 10 plus your 10, you're going to have 40 customers on a vitality stack. You know what? That's 5,000 points. So it's going to end up being a combination of this first option, developing 2 Pro 2s, and the second option, getting 10 customers. It's going to be a blend of the 2, but it doesn't change the fact that Pro 3 is important for you to attain as fast as possible. Listen to what Rebecca said. You got to do it this month if you're not already there, because next month, when you maintain it and go up, you're going to get triple the points as you got this month. See, the emphasis of the company is to achieve it and then maintain it. And every month you maintain it, you're going to get triple points. And you can get a whole bunch of money back towards Cancun, okay? A whole bunch of money back towards Cancun. So I like this model, okay? Because, see, everybody can go out and share the product. Listen to what Laura was talking about this morning, okay? The science, the video on the product, okay? The 4 core products. She's talking about the vitality stack, okay? So I like this combination, but honestly, it's going to be a combination of both, okay? So here's the key, okay? There's going to be a couple takeaways today from what I shared with you, and this is one of them. Pro 3s, okay, are the key to advancement. See, you help 2 people become Pro 3, you become a Pro 4. You help 4 people become Pro 3, you become a Pro 5. You help 10 people become Pro 3, you're a Pro 6. 20 people become Pro 3, you're a Pro 7. That's an elite rank, okay? 40 people become Pro 3, you're a Pro 8. Okay, now you're earning $250,000, $300,000, $400,000 a year. 200 people become Pro 3, and you're a Pro 10. And that's anywhere in your group, okay? Those are separate Pro 3s, but they don't mean you sponsored them all. It just means they're in different legs of your business. Isn't that cool? All you got to do is duplicate Pro 3, and you can attain any rank you want, any income you want, and you can help your team achieve any rank and any income they want. See, to me, those are the things we need to have embedded in our heads. What do I get when I do something? What do I get when I help someone else do it? How many Pro 3s do we need to have doing this in order for us to attain rank? Isn't that easy? Isn't that a lot easier than trying to figure out the PDF or understand the video or look at the long version of the comp plan? That's the key to the business. Seeing the money and showing people so they can see the money, and then it just happens, folks. It just happens after that. Okay? You can always use this chart as a quick reference point if somebody throws out a monthly number. Okay? You can just say, look, this is publicly traded. This is what Yahoo Finance has on file for LifeVantage. Okay? And somebody throws out a number, okay? They throw out a number. You just say, well, we need to hit this rank. So Pro 5 is 20,000 in volume. So we need to get 4 people doing Pro 3, and here's how we do it. See, that's all we got to do in order for this to work and people to see the money. So here's the takeaway for today, okay? And I'm going to give it back to Rebecca in a second. We got to keep it simple, folks, okay? We need to focus on the 40% immediate income and start this week. Get on a winning streak. Don't let weeks go by to check. You know, and if you're on a losing streak, stop it, okay? All it takes is getting that first weekly check and you begin a winning streak, okay? Develop and duplicate Pro 3s, okay? And here's the beauty of it. You heard a lot of stuff today from 4 different points of view that are all on the same team, okay? But everything happens at the same time. It's all simultaneous, okay? See, when you're developing Pro 3s, you're earning weekly checks. People are reaching pace setter and getting pace setter bonuses. They're qualifying for trips. They're competing in the contest. They're earning points. Their money and income is going up. Their rank advancing. Their residual income is growing. And once they're Pro 6 and above, they begin qualifying for the Jeep. It all happens at the same time if you follow the formula. See, that's our comp plan. You want the legal accounting version, go read it. There's 8 pages of it on the website, and you got the short form, that blue and white form. But I think it's a little easier to just kind of show someone what they get when they do something. I hope you got a different look at it. I really appreciate the time, and I really appreciate our host today because I know it's earlier out there. But Rebecca, I'm going to throw it back to you.